The city of Beirut is just an incredible place. 20 different nations have conquered Lebanon over the past thousands of years. We're looking here at a Crusader castle. Of anywhere on the world, surely the people in this country should find it hardest to be happy, and yet from the endless conflict they've gained strength and encouragement. What was it that's made the difference for them? They've moved beyond thinking they have no hope and that there's no power, and that they're beyond any thought of being able to control their life, and they've formed a happy nation through the past succeeding centuries. How and where? Let's ask him, the guide. We're with Mr. Haitham Fawaz, the president of the tour guide syndicate in Lebanon. Yeah. Lebanon today is a mix.
Mixed, yes, it's a mixed country. Okay. And usually any kind of invasion in history, you have to know, it has some kind of results and legacy, which means the mutual living, let's say the mutual talks means. At the same time, nowadays you have the, what's so called, let's say, the combination of art, the combination of architecture, you have combination of Oriental art and Western art. The culture mix, which let's say, deliver or give something new for the coming generations.
Yeah, so Lebanon is a good modern example of a cultural mix of architecture, but it's also an example of biological mix, because you don't know who your ancestors are.
But let me tell you, even in history, when the Crusades they came here, the first time, even they didn't persecute the Muslims. In the first degree, they persecuted the Christian Maronites in the old times, because the Christian Maronite was a separate church from Rome. That's why
Orthodox and Roman.
Yes, and that's why they had some kind of they fought against the Crusades in the first degree on the side of the Muslims. So it doesn't mean that the Crusaders was...
I didn't know that. So the Christian Maronites fought on behalf with the Muslims
against the Crusades the first time.
Okay, against the European Christianity.
Yes, yeah. Because the Christians they were part of the Middle East, they were part of the Orient. Yeah. So this one. Let's say, if you want my personal point of view, and I think this is a fact. When you say Lebanon, the real definition of Lebanon is a mutual living between Christians and Muslims. The person who said other than that, I think is mistaken. Because in this country, especially Lebanon, it's a mosaic of around 18 communities or confessions between Christians and Muslims. And this is the mutual living. You have the intermarriage. I'm a Muslim. My cousin, he's married to a Christian. And my aunt, she's married to a Christian, vice versa. This is not a matter of religion. This is Lebanon.
In a land where there's just so much fighting and so much bloodshed, so much war over so many centuries, in a land that should be torn apart, indeed in the land of Lebanon, I was amazed to discover that here they're forming the fabric of a very strong and friendly society. In fact, they're not that depressed. They seem to, as a country, to be a far happier country than I'd been led to believe on the news.